Gotta switch away from fat guys thing.
Are you watching his the pro master thing
Yeah.
quest? Yeah. Something life shrooms. Uh,
Well, hey, I think a nerf would be fine. The idea is to not die, but
I very much am in Cappy's boat as far as that goes.
well, losing all FP would be dumb, yeah.
Anyway, this has no relation to what we're doing. This is Sonic
Oh,
Mania.
sorry. Sonic Mania.
It is a game that is highly reviewed and a series that I've never played, yada yada yada. This is kind of every other game I stream on this channel at this point, but
This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite 2D games. Period. Now, this game is just so much fun.
I can see just all the effort and such that the fans put into this, which is so refreshing.
They are fans. Yeah, they are fans, but they are also like legit developers who work at Sega. So.
Wow, that is loud. Is that coming through as loud on the stream?
Yeah, I heard it from your end, so.
Oh, that's why it's freaking coming out of the TV.
I was about
Sorry,
to say,
give me
like,
a sec.
Is that the TV?
That's not right. Audio out.
This game is just like so
Sorry.
incredibly packed with references for the series that I'm like, I'll probably just be like pointing out every single thing.
Right, now is it coming through on the stream properly?
Yes, it is.
Okay. That was weird. Guess we might as well watch.
This intro was animated by a guy named Tyson Hesse, or however you pronounce his last name. He used to make like weird fan comics, Sonic comics on the internet. And then eventually he was just picked up by Sega. He's like, here, animate our intro for us. And then he got a job at Sega, and then I saw his name in the credits of the Invader Zim movie that just came out, so he's been getting work lately. And yeah,
Looks
I
like
just
the
really
work
love
of,
this kind of art style.
Looks like the work of Hoopa or something.
Yeah, really.
I never played Ultra Sun and Moon, so I cannot confirm whether there's any relation to that whole end game thing. Actually, wait, that was RS. Or both. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was about to ask, like, when did Hoopa even, like, come from? I have no idea.
He's a mythical from the 3DS games. Nobody cares.
Yeah, no. I stopped caring about legendary Pokemon after, like, Gen 4. Anyway, Sonic Mania Plus, there it is. That Plus is kind of annoying, though, because you gotta wait for it to pop up every time before you press start.
Well, I take it we want to play Mania mode.
Yeah, that's just the standard mode.
I guess we're
You got
doing-
options if you want to, like, turn down, like, sound effect volumes and such.
Should be fine. Well,
Well, anyway, here you go.
I guess my only actual option here is time limit.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure that wasn't there when the game first came out. But yeah, every stage has a 10-minute time limit, just like the old games. But you can turn it off now, so... The levels are very big and very worth exploring, like looking around for secrets, so... Having the time limit off might be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see what it adds, so... Sure.
Yeah, in the originals, it just kind of felt like a thing that had to be there because every game did that. Also, this is exactly how Sonic 3 and Knuckles started too.
Yeah, down to the music.
And here's like the new MacGuffin of this game. That is not a Chaos Emerald, that is called the Phantom Ruby. And hey, it's that level you've totally never seen before.
Okay, so we don't have a run, presumably. We have two jump buttons.
Right is the run button. Left and right, those are your run buttons.
Boy. And people complain about Mario 1's momentum. At least we do have more mid-air control, I guess. Oh, hello.
Yeah, this level is a lot like the first
Hello.
Green Hill act from Sonic 1.
Invincibility. Yeah, I was gonna say, this looks very familiar, and I'm like not at all actually familiar with the Sonic game.
Yeah. What this game usually does is levels that are from older games, like the first act is usually pretty familiar, and then Act 2 is where they really change it up. Like it's not, these aren't just direct like one-to-one copies of Green Hill.
That's totally worth the trade. Whoa, wow.
Good thing you weren't playing Sonic 1 or that would have killed you.
Sudden speed boost. Does that lock me at 28, or what? What does that do?
That's the combined ring. That's from Knuckles Chaotix. What it does is when you take damage, your rings are divided into bigger rings that you can pick up when you take damage. And if you have enough, you can get 100 rings and get another one up from taking damage. Here's an elemental shield, which is from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sonic specifically gets new, like, added jump capabilities with the elemental shields. When you have the electric shield, Sonic can double jump.
And I say I also get a bit of a magnetic attraction thing going on. I guess I have to build up some speed here.
The cool thing is that every elemental shield also blocks, like, that element. Like, electrical hazards in some stages won't damage you with the electric shield.
I assume that's not going to be too much of a concern in this level.
No, in Green Hill, not really.
Do I have a double jump? Oh, I do.
Yeah, with the electric shield.
Yep.
Yeah, don't be afraid to, like, move left and explore things, because that's what these stages are made for. These levels have a lot of hidden secrets.
Dang it. Gotta build up that momentum.
This game just plays a lot smoother in terms of physics than the classic games, which is, like, really nice.
Can't double
Don't forget
jump.
you have a spin dash.
Yep. That was very poorly timed, apparently. I'm not figuring out the momentum here, I guess.
Yeah, it'll take some getting used to, since this is literally your first Sonic game, so...
Double jump seems fairly limited in what actions I'm able to perform it out of. This is a spheres thing? Oh no, this is different.
This is the special stage.
This is Sonic R.
Yeah, pretty much, down to the model. It's like a Saturn-esque model.
I guess the only thing we can do is walk forward.
But yeah, the idea here is you pick up blue spheres to increase your speed.
Yeah.
And you get rings to increase your time.
I didn't even notice that I was being timed here. This feels very, what's it called? What's the course, dang it? The one with the dash pepper in Galaxy 2. You just have to get all the purple coins in a row.
Oh, the beach level?
Yeah, Starshine or whatever it is.
Yeah, that one with Yoshi.
Whoop. Well, we were. What happened there? Did I... Okay, I did get it.
Yeah, you automatically like spin dash and grab the emerald.
I didn't think I quite touched it, and I went into the what looked like off-road. Hey, Mana Ray. I can't really read the chat and play at the same time. Oh wow, nice 3D graphics on that. Wireframe.
Yeah, I love how the idea behind this game is like, what if there was a 2D Sonic game on the Sega Saturn?
Whoop. Oh, I lost my shield. Hello.
By the way, you can jump into those sparkles from the checkpoints when you see them.
Oh, what does it do? Oh, is
That
that?
takes you to Blue Sphere.
That's where the blue sphere is. Well, hello.
And yeah, just like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, every level has a boss. even the Act 1s.
Whoa, okay.
Also, I love this mini-boss music, by the way. The track title is Danger on the Dance Floor, and it's a reference to Michael Jackson's Blood on the Dance Floor.
Whoop. Whoop. Not quite doing what I expect.
You can jump into that sign and like juggle it around for points if you want to.
Teh.
And if you get the sign to land in specific spots on the ground, a shield might pop out. And yeah, Green Hill Act 2 now.
Starts right where this one ends off. Different music, though.
Yeah, Act 2s usually have different songs.
They really want me to figure this out.
You have a spin dash.
Well. One up? Yeah. Please get a ring.
Yeah, this Act 2 is like almost all original.
I'm not used to jumping being such a permissive means of attack here. This goes against everything that both Mario and Kirby have taught me.
I'm almost the opposite, where it's weird whenever I play a platformer that doesn't let you just jump into everything.
Yeah, this isn't like just permanent screw attack, basically. How do we get to that? Oh. Oh, I jumped into this without even realizing it. Hello.
So do you know how Blue Sphere works?
Well, I do now, but I think I've kind of ruined any chance I don't know why it keeps auto-rotating like that. Anyway.
It does that whenever you press left or right, so...
I know, but like I tapped it briefly and it counted twice for some reason, multiple times. Why did I do that? That was a very bad idea. And I guess we're on the low path now.
Hey, the low path is still good. Go to the left with the fire shield there, by the way. There should be a wooden spike bridge.
Aha.
Yeah, this is new to Sonic Mania. Elemental shields can interact with environmental things. It's really cool, by the way. So yeah, the thing with Blue Sphere is always grab outside borders of, like, the squares there. You don't want to pick them up like you are, you want to get the outside parts.
The completionist in me says to just clear everything. Oh. I was gonna say, I'm not stuck going backwards now, am I?
No, press forward, because you hit the bumper.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do.
So you want to be grabbing the outside parts of these boxes. Like of Blue Spheres.
I did that one wrong there. In any case.
I mean, on one hand, it's cool they brought back Blue Sphere, but on the other, it doesn't really like do much.
You get like a life when you finish it? What is this?
No, you get a medal, which unlocks like a few extras, I think.
Oh, well, dang it.
If you've done all the Blue Sphere levels, that checkpoint minigame turns into a different thing, which can actually get you like shields and stuff.
One shot at that.
I should probably tell you how to do that drop dash, by the way, because it's really useful.
Which drop dash?
It's hold down the jump button in mid-air, but you can only do it when Sonic doesn't have a shield. Yeah, it's new to Sonic Mania, and it's much more useful than you'd think it'd be.
Ah, dang it.
You missed your water shield, but there'll be more.
No, I gotta protect myself from all this water.
It does let you breathe underwater.
Hello. Crap. Sonic has trouble with these 30-degree slopes. What is this shield? Is this a... or is this a shield? Or this is the water shield? I assume? Please walk out. I am not paying attention to these hidden springs that totally are invisible before I hit them, I'm sure. Try this blue sphere thing one more time, but I don't know if I get the concept. Whoop! You can jump. Useful info. This is very Pac-Man in the sense that you have to turn before you should turn. Turned a little early that time. Right at the end, apparently. This is just sort of a walk right and survive type of deal. Okay. Damage on contact.
Sorry, still here. Yeah, you're at the first boss here, which, by the way, this was the final boss in Sonic 2. And no, you are supposed to damage him.
Okay.
You want to jump into the upper part.
It looks more difficult than,
Yeah, for a first boss, this is actually kind of challenging. You can jump on the arm, though, but he only extends his arm if you're close to him when he's charging. If you're far away, that's when he shoots the bombs. Also, for some reason, the legs don't damage you. Also, I really, really love this boss music. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Hey, just be glad you have rings, because in Sonic 2, you did not have rings when you fought the final boss.
oh, hello. I ran out of level.
Yeah, you reached the you reached the end of the road there. That is a timed boss.
Interesting.
Yeah, for the first boss, this is actually, like, surprisingly challenging.
That's not where we want to be.
You want to jump. You want to jump when you see the reticle stop following you. Almost had that. You're a little close to the arm there, though.
Thankfully, they're not... They're fairly sparing with their placement of these rings. Does he speed up once you get him to half health?
When you get 6 hits on them, but every boss usually only takes 8 hits, so you're almost done. There you go.
Wasn't... Okay, really, guy? Please don't float above that pit.
You can't fall in there anyway, there's an invisible wall. Yeah, the boss fights are pretty involved in this game, and personally, I find them really fun. It's not just to jump on this 3 times.
Let's jump into this 8 times.
Yeah, exactly. See, these are like the new baddies of this game. They're called the hard-boiled heavies, that gang of robots there.
I was just gonna call them the Sinister Six because it felt appropriate, but I think that's a Spider-Man
The
thing.
Koopalings.
It's a chemical plant?
Mm-hmm. Chemical plant from Sonic 2. I saw someone like make this level in Mario Maker 2.
Ah, dang it. Probably want to go off that other path.
This act in particular, I think, has the most special stage rings of like any level. I think there's like 4 in this one act alone.
Speed to do that, I guess. So what are my other options?
You do know how to spin dash, right? Where you crouch and then press the jump button a bunch of times.
Ah, no, apparently.
Oh, this would be super useful to know, yes.
Okay, never mind. Apparently it wasn't going to put me on the upper path in any case. Like barrel cannons, but with a choice.
Yeah, in Sonic 2, they didn't give you a choice. You would just get automatically sent around the level there.
What? Oh, okay. I thought this was introducing... This is probably not a good place to be.
You can mash left or right to get out of that enemy. Also, yeah, now you're in water. You know what that means in Sonic games. I don't think there's any air bubbles in Chemical Plant though, so you just gotta get out of the water when you can. Ah, it's the good old vertical shaft. Well, actually, no, I think that's later if you go that way. This level was really hard as a kid, playing the original Sonic 2. The Chemical Plant is not an easy level. Yeah, Sonic still has its fair share of, like, more slower, methodical platforming sections.
That count is getting out of the water. This will, but not that.
Yeah, that will, don't worry. Every time you see that splash, you're out of the water.
Please. Let's not make this like a checkpoint elevator thing in Super Metroid. Or the save points, rather. I just, like, couldn't stand on the middle of them to save my life. Well, hello. That's not solid.
Yeah, it kinda does look like it, doesn't it?
Should I hold right before I could see there was something to hold right on?
Hey, you got out of that thing, nice.
I have 50 rings. I don't know why I keep trying these, because I'm very clearly bad at them. Yep.
Remember to get the outside parts of these squares, don't zigzag through them.
I mean, in these it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does, actually. Anything that's 3x3 or greater.
So long as there's a clearly defined exit and it's not blocking, like, ingress into another area, it shouldn't matter, so long as I can do it correctly.
If you get the outside parts in a box, all of them turn into rings.
Oh,
And
interesting.
count towards the thing, yeah.
Well,
That's
that
how
I
you get
didn't know.
rings. Yeah, I probably should have explained that earlier.
The Mario Galaxy experience in me says just clear it in the most efficient way, one at a time, because it's going to ask that of you eventually. Well, not ideal. Very not ideal. Yep. Hello, pipe. Okay, never mind. Hello, background element. Better vertical pipes are just as hard to go in this game as in Mario. That very much looks like something I should go in.
That's a thing you can go out of, but not in. It's like another path that spits you out there. Also, you did really good on that vertical, like, platforming section with the rising water. A lot of people end up dying there.
For single blocks, they're pretty forgiving.
There's that and the fact that, you can get crushed in these games by, you know, a block squishing you against the wall, and that counts as a death.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Okay. Apparently I can't tell what is not a viable upward path.
Yeah, it's like, to me, I'm just used to the level design, but yeah, I guess it does look weird when you're not used to it.
I love getting free hits on things like that.
Yeah, it's always nice. Like, basically, whenever you see the boss, like that, you can usually hit it. You don't have to, like, arbitrarily wait for a cycle. Or you could just, like, abuse invincibility frames. That works, too.
Sounds like a win to me.
It does, but... Oh, hey, you got the free shield. Nice.
Is that for a speed kill, or for what?
No, the sign landed in the specific part of the floor.
Oh, so this is like the Hammer Bros. In Mario
Yeah, exactly.
3. It's like, if you hit them on this specific map square on which you have very little control...
Yes, exactly.
Hooray, you get a free item if you know where to look. Oh, wow.
Also, hey, new gimmick. This is totally brand new, the way all this works. Like, this entire Act 2 here is, like, all new.
It's like, I can't tell whether this reminds me of Acid Man or of the springs from Mappy. / Pac-Man's Up B in Smash.
Yeah, it's just a bounce. It's really fun to just kind of spam. This level is a lot like Wacky Workbench from Sonic CD with those really bouncy floors.
See that? Well, I guess this was what we wanted. Okay, never mind. That's not at all what I thought that was going to do. I went out of my way.
Depending on if you
those.
enter those things from the left or right side, depends on like what path you take.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, when it's dark blue. Oh yeah, you hit the robotic bar.
I should have
Oh,
done
that
better.
stuff right there, when it's, that floor stuff, like the goop, when it's dark blue, it actually damages you. Unless you have a water shield.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like the, I guess we're going this way, then.
Yeah, you gotta go this way. This is a bit more of a linear level than others. Didn't see the water shield there.
So green adheres by the same rules as green in the Lost Levels. The green just means bounce 6 times as high.
Oh, were those big springs work like that? The springboards? The green ones do that?
Is this going backwards? Nope. Come on, get some of them, please.
No, you don't usually have to worry about, like, going in the complete wrong way. The level just kind of, like, takes you through it naturally. Because the levels in Mania are just, like, really well designed. This game isn't just holding right. Sometimes you do go left for a lot of stages.
Now I see what that contraption was all about. Oh man, looks like that was about the worst thing I could have chosen to do there. Dang it.
If you're playing as Knuckles, you can take a unique path to the right there. Because Knuckles can break through certain walls.
This looks very familiar. Hopefully I haven't just totally backtracked out of this.
Nah, don't worry, you're going the right way.
This looks vaguely secret-y.
There was there was another secret if you kept going left there, though.
Yeah, it's like one of those. It's always one of those 50-50 things.
Yeah, one way takes you to a secret, the other way just kind of shoots you forward a bunch. Oh yeah, don't worry. This area stumped me when I first played. There's a thing you break through that like pipe up there on the green roof.
Oh yeah, like I just did on accident.
Yeah, when I first played, I kind of spent time in there. I was like, wait, where do I go? If you have any elemental shield, you can reflect projectiles from enemies.
Really?
Yes, really. Yeah, don't worry, that enemy's kind of annoying, honestly.
Don't think I got the memo about, like... That's not what I thought that was.
All these enemies have names, but I can't remember a lot of them. Like, I should know these, but I grew up playing these games.
So are these...
You ready for the boss?
Oh, this is the one. Okay.
Yeah, you play Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Or just, you know, Puyo Puyo as it's called.
Sorry, I think you mean Kirby's Ghost Trap.
I thought that was Kirby's Avalanche.
Yeah, they're the same thing. It's just a weird
Oh,
localization
okay.
change. Ah, come
I remember
on.
playing that when I was like real little. I think my brother had a Super Nintendo.
Exactly where I wanted you not to put that garbage block. I should probably try to stop going for combos at some point. Not that I know how to combo. I'm just taking the what's it called? Mario's Puzzle Party approach of just make enough of a mess in one particular area with colors vaguely similar to one another touching, and then you'll somehow get a 100-point combo and win the game immediately.
Yeah, the idea of Puyo Puyo is to set up like chains and combos and stuff, but
Yeah, thus far it's not working out. Alright, let's match something before this just goes. Do?
yeah, do you see that part where like your like things come out of that like sink looking thing? You see at the top of like where all your things come out of?
Yeah?
Yeah, if that gets plugged up, that's when you lose.
Yeah, it's only
Like that tile specifically.
Yeah, it's only the one spot. It's not
Yeah.
like Tetris where it's like... Oh,
It's not
man.
if the screen fills up.
That could have been a combo, I feel, if I did that right.
Thankfully, you can just get by this by doing like, you know, single chain combos because Eggman here is really bad at Puyo Puyo these days.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a... be a bit of a challenge if they put like
They don't
an
expect you to be a pro.
difficult like, oh man, this really should have been a higher combo. I am very bad at Puyo Puyo. So we know what we're not playing in the SNES Online.
Thankfully, it's way more forgiving than the original Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which were like the stage 2 had like insanely good AI for some weird reason.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
That game was really hard when I tried playing as a kid.
Pokemon Puzzle League, I could hold my own through most of the... I forget which difficulty I played.
Also, hey, you're finally at the first new stage, Studioopolis. That thing you saw in the intro.
Didn't realize this was so early on in the game.
I mean, I feel like the game should have started with this instead of Green Hill, but whatever. I really like this music.
Ah, dang it. Isn't this
You
in
might have heard it
Smash?
because this was in Ultimate.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have heard it because I hate the Sonic stages, but
Yeah, they're not good, but hey, they got good music.
could be worse. Could be Pac-Man. There's so much good music just going to waste on that stage. Likewise with Mega Man.
And probably a lot of other stages that I could think of, but
At least Castlevania's stage is playable.
it's not bad. Yeah.
Just gonna gain some points here.
I remember you told me about a song from like Circle of the Moon that you said you really liked. Was it from that one? I don't remember.
I don't...
Because I found out later that Circle of the Moon has like no original music and it's all remixes from the old games.
I don't think it was Circle of the Moon. It was there was the one from Haunted Castle.
Portrait of Ruin?
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't remember.
The
I have
one
to go
that the Lost Painting
these.
from Symphony of the Night, I think. That may be the one you're thinking of.
Maybe. Symphony does have really good music.
I keep expecting these things to be spiky or something. Oh, hello. Didn't mean to jump into that.
They do electrify themselves.
Oh. If I'd done that right, I could have jumped backwards. That was probably what you were meant to do.
You're meant to just get like the outside blue sections.
Does that fix itself even there? With the
Yeah.
triangle?
Yeah. The only thing that it just matters that the outside parts are red, even if they're already red to begin with.
I guess that makes some degree of logical consistency.
It's always the Orbanod enemies that are the worst, I swear. This is still just such a cool level. I just love the whole like idea behind this level.
I'm very glad that they put the music in the same key as that booming sound, because that would be really obnoxious otherwise.
In the PC version, you get an achievement if you let that enemy like snap a picture like 10 times or something.
Huh.
I first played this on PC before I got a Switch.
I forgot it had other console releases besides this and PS4.
It's on Xbox too, yeah. It's on like most everything you can play. 'Cause that's how Sonic games work these days. One thing that's nice about Sonic Mania to beginners is that this game has very few bottomless pits.
Yeah, I can see they're fairly rare up through now.
In the classic games, they definitely were a lot more common.
Nothing like just going full speed into one, presumably.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you just had to know where they were.
Deciding to jump off the beaten path at exactly the wrong time.
Yeah, it happens.
I love this 30s style animation here.
I know, it's so good.
Or the popcorn machine.
Yeah, the Sega Sonic popcorn machine was a thing in Japan.
I was hoping...
In like arcades, it would make popcorn and you could play a little Sonic game. This whole like Studioopolis level is like full of like general like Sega lore and stuff.
That's how momentum works.
If you spin dash and then jump like up a slope, you get a lot more air that way.
I want the shield, dang it. Oh, that's not a shield. It's this thing again?
It's the combined ring, yeah. Seriously, this game just takes from like every single old school Sonic game. Like Knuckles Chaotix was only for the Sega 32X, which is a really obscure like add-on for the Genesis.
That's how we were meant to do that. It's a very long detour.
But you can see just how big these levels are, huh? There are, like, so many pathways you can take. Oh, you didn't notice the secret ring up there?
I did not.
Pretty much every, like, hidden ring is hidden inside, like, a wall, so you know. Don't be afraid to hug walls and look for secret passages. Eggnog, I like that.
Didn't notice. Can't read at this speed. Love stream!
Oh, he's got you doing that too, huh?
When did that originate?
I have no idea, but I swear he's been doing that for years now.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you want to avoid the Eggman monitors.
I know, I was. I didn't see the thing over to the left like that. Can't be that many rings in that.
Pretty sure you're already at the end here anyway. Yeah, this boss is kind of a little difficult, not gonna lie, when you're first playing it, so... Whatever you do, don't roll into a ball here. Just keep running. Run and jump. And make sure you're holding right. Yeah.
Trying to get out of the ball.
Yeah, you want to be holding right as you're jumping over the missiles, because for some reason the game just kind of like pushes you back when you're making a jump. But hey, you get to hear the boss theme from the Hard-Boiled Heavies, and it's really good. Like, sorry, this is gonna be one of those games where I'm just like, hey, stop talking, I want to hear the music, because it's really good.
Not sure what I'm supposed to be hitting here.
Well, you had the right idea right there, but you hit the orange missile that was on top of it.
I didn't jump on top of that one. Are you supposed to be hitting these things? Because it didn't.
Yes,
seem
you
like...
are. You hit the blue ones back.
Yeah, yeah.
But you hit the ground like right before you ran into it.
Yeah, yeah. They are small, as it turns out. Oh, dang it! Get out of the ball for it.
Just do a jump without holding a direction. Like, the thing I hate about this boss is that the terrain is kind of random and it can just kind of screw you over sometimes.
Okay.
Like, you're about to jump over a missile and then it suddenly, like, a hill comes up and gimps your jump.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Because, like, even I died to this boss, depending on who I'm playing as sometimes.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Sonic has a bit of an easier time for this boss, though, because you can drop dash into the blue missiles.
I call, like, shenanigans on that. The blue one definitely has a taller, visible size.
Yeah, I understand. And unlike the first boss, this is a bit more stingy on the rings. You only get rings between each time of hitting him, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. hit this the first time. This time?
At least you're not playing Sonic Advance 2, where every single boss in the game worked like this, where you're constantly running.
So long as I have rings, I can afford to hit them both at once.
Yeah.
Hopefully this isn't still 8 hits.
Not this guy, no. It's 4 hits, I think.
No rings.
That's
either.
fine, you should get some ring. Or do you not get rings right here?
Apparently not.
Oh, I guess not for the last one, huh?
And now you get 10 red missiles. Oh boy. Okay. Just not die.
Yeah, the missiles automatically disappear when he gets hit, so you can just kind of hang to the left.
Yeah. I can't bounce that one around.
You can if you're going faster than you were. Like, the faster you run past the sign, the higher it goes up. And now, where Act 1 was like a Hollywood sort of level, this one's like a news station. I've seen people mod this background to, like, have different things on the TV. I think I remember seeing someone hack, like, Waluigi into that TV. I honestly kind of like Act 2's music a little more. Gosh, that background is just so detailed. I can't get enough of it. Like, hey, don't get me wrong, Super Nintendo's great and all, but I think Genesis games had, like, really cool backgrounds. Hey, it's time for the nightly lotto draw. This is entirely random, by the way, so...
I'll take it.
I have no idea what determines the, like, final outcome there, by the way. I don't know how lottos work.
It was 5 times plus 3 times the multipliers.
Oh, okay.
Just Eggman, 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 Eggman. Just die instantly.
You do lose rings if you get Eggmans, I think. But you can't die from it. Hey, Wheel of Fortune panels. I love that sound effect going down the funnel, because it's from Sonic Advance 1.
Huh.
Just everything is a reference, I swear.
See? Oh, there are 3 of those stacked.
Yeah.
I could use those lives at this point.
Yeah, this is the level that has the most rings you can get, potentially. I've beaten this act with like 500 rings or something.
What are these, yellow? Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, those are springs. Oh, you didn't even hit the thing. Well, if you did hit the yellow ones, it would spring you forward. And don't worry, unlike Mario Luigi Superstar Saga, there is no green sphere.
It has no purpose, it's just there to confuse you. Right. So we need to build up a little more speed.
You just have to get like 50 points or something stupid.
I think, like, I don't know if I'm accidentally hitting the jump button to do that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I'm hitting too many buttons. And then I jumped off.
Just let go of up when you want to like finish a spin dash. Or let go of down, sorry.
I wasn't holding down either.
you had a little more height, you could have landed on one of those lamps from those enemies.
That was a string. Wasn't sure.
Actually, I'm sure if I knew that spring was there. I don't take this path too often. I usually take the upper path.
Well, describe which path this is.
This stage is pretty linear. There's only like 2 pathways to take, so...
There's some funky gravity we got going there.
If you're not too sure where like a spring or a thing is going to launch you, just kind of like don't hold any direction and just let it take you where it goes.
Yeah, it seems to be the way to go.
Yeah. Because like if you're holding right and a spring hits you like to the left, you just kind of like lose your momentum really fast. If you took the upper path, you could have taken another one of those lotto things. But you still got 200 rings without it, so hey, you're doing pretty good there. What's really weird is that I noticed that after like 300 rings, you don't get 1-ups for rings anymore for some reason.
The 64, the Mario 64 method. I think my
Yeah,
problem is I keep holding B, expecting it to do something, and it keeps inputting jumps when I repress it after that.
Also, this is like the easiest boss in the game, by the way, so...
Oh, hello. I'm not sure what I was supposed to have done to avoid that.
Stay to the left and right, and you grab that bar.
Oh, hello.
I actually had to ask a friend. I was like, wait, how do you avoid that? Just what makes this boss so easy is that Sonic can just hit Eggman in like any time.
Apparently that's in Celsius. Otherwise that is very cold rain, and not water.
Well, don't you like 2-degree Fahrenheit water?
It's very salty water, maybe.
Oh, that is like the worst weather. Like 34-degree rain is like the worst weather.
I would agree
By the
with
way,
that
when
sentiment,
you-
whether you're talking about Celsius or not.
This is true. Hey, a flying battery. This was from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This is like the only stage that has a lot of bottomless pits, so be warned.
It is a flying thing.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay.
Fire shield is really useful for this level because those traps
can
are really
tell.
annoying. Yeah. Okay, just be glad because in the original like Sonic 3, those would often just be placed in the middle of the road, so you would just kind of run into those things often. It was really annoying.
Yeah, I guess this is just a secret dead end.
Not exactly. Those monkey bars are there for a reason.
Aha. Meh.
I was about to say, I'm like, he's not hitting the one monkey bar he needs to hit. Also, jump into the top left part of that ceiling right there. To your right there.
Oh. There we go.
Wait, there's a hidden 1-up, like right below where you are right now.
We'll just play it out. You don't have to backseat me all the way, no matter how.
Well, it's just a 1-up, so I thought it would help.
Yeah.
Because you can probably tell what's below you in these sections.
A bunch of nothing, probably.
Yeah, tis the sky level. Like, I am like 90% sure they chose to bring back this level for no other reason than the music, because it's a really popular music track. In the original Sonic 3, those landmines could be blocked by the fire shield, but for some reason that doesn't work in Mania anymore.
That really looks like a thing you could just fall straight out of. It's probably not the case, but it certainly looks like it.
What, those cylinders?
Yeah, like the adjacent ones.
I think in the original Sonic 3 you could...
Oh,
In
hello.
the original...
That's a thing.
Oops. In the original Sonic 3, if you jumped, like, on top of those cylinders, you would, like, fall past them. You had to specifically go inside them.
I guess that makes about as much sense as what actually happened there.
Yeah.
Get the switch shields here. Oh, and now we're attracted to the ceiling, I guess.
Yeah. This was not a thing in the original Sonic 3.
I guess I'm not getting those. I'm getting them very slowly.
Yeah, it's only like 6 rings, who cares? Well, somebody who had 94 rings, I guess. By the way, you can hold up on those things and it won't take you into the propellers.
Oh.
The game, like, automatically stops you. It didn't work like that in Sonic 3, just so you know.
Not what I meant to do, but I guess we're going this way. For
Yeah,
some
if you
reason
hold
I had a hard-
left, if you hold left and press jump, you would get sent to the left instead.
You know, I should really, like, become a better judge of what is and is not part of the background, apparently.
Don't worry, that thing you die to, like, always gets me. I hate that thing. If you played Sonic and Knuckles standalone, this was the second level in the game, and my god, is it a hard level to place, like, second.
Yeah, I can see that. There's something over this way. Well, not if I do that, there isn't.
I actually don't know if there was. I never really done that.
We got more of the rings. And we're no worse off than we were last time.
For what it's worth, though, I think the controls when you're, like, on the ceiling there is really weird, and I don't really like it. Just, like, in case you do too, I think so also.
Okay. Apparently it just really wants you to go in that direction, because I feel like I timed that better.
It's not a timing thing, you just have to be holding left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that would be why.
If you're holding left and then jump, you go left. If you're holding right, you go right.
I wasn't even holding right, I was holding nothing.
Well, if you hold nothing, it defaults to right.
So this is a platformer. I'm sure there was more up there, but I wasn't about to figure that out.
I think you did need the electric shield. I actually don't remember.
Really, game? Also, I guess there's no zero life here.
Wait, there isn't? I never knew. I never got that low on lives. I did not know that.
I couldn't
In the
remember
old
whether
game, zero counted as a life.
couldn't remember whether I started at 3 or 4. It's like the
You start
golden
at
rule
3.
is you always start with an odd number of lives.
Yeah, it's 3.
Unless you're playing Kirby Triple Deluxe or Robobot, in which case you have 8 lives in effect, which is kind of a ridiculous number. That is the case for Return to Dreamland as well, but you share lives in multiplayer, so it's effectively 5 if you're playing with 4.
It's a shame Peach isn't here to give us like 20 free lives.
Or Luigi, for that matter. There was a fight this way.
Yeah, to the left there.
There was, being the operative word.
No, it's still there. Like, everything resets even when you die.
Oh, I didn't realize I got it in the ceiling. That
Yeah.
must have popped up from below.
There's some hidden things in the ceiling in this level.
That was dumb. I should have known better than to rush headlong into that area.
In the original Sonic 3, that's how it worked, where you would just run right there and then fall off and like, oh wait. By the way, just so you know, if you get a game over, you always go back to Act 1.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, they're, as of yet, connected halves of a level.
Yeah. I mean, or you could just input the level select code, secret code.
Like, watching TRG play through Star Fox 64, I admire that they have the courage to do a continuous game in the 90s. So, we could be worse off.
Or like any Genesis game ever, because for some reason Genesis games like would always have limited continues, including Sonic games. This game does have continues. You get them from the special stages.
Figured there must be a way to go through those. Oh, interesting. We've discovered the speedrun of this game.
Yeah, the fire shield gives you a dash midair.
What does this one do then?
Double jump, remember?
Like, the water, being able to breathe underwater, I suppose, is all you get from that one.
And the bounce, remember?
No. I don't remember.
You would bounce. You would bounce like a ball. The water shield will also protect you from some of those hazards in Chemical Plant. And here, it protects you from the fire if you have the fire shield. Which you can see how useful it is. Like, when I play this level, I just skip that electric shield. I keep my fire shield for this level.
Yeah, seems useful. See if we can manage to not get crushed by this thing this time. Okay, so it's way more obvious that it's crushing if you're looking at it when it first appears. Not nearly as much if you just happen to rush slightly forward towards it.
Best way is just to spin dash under all these when they go up. Because you can go through the chain.
Oh, I just went straight through that. Dang it. We already had a one-up just now. The number of rings I have isn't particularly relevant anymore.
It's either at least 1 or 100, that's all that matters. Or I guess if you care about playing Blue Sphere, because I think you need at least like 25 rings to activate those.
I thought it was 50, but I guess maybe it might be
In the old games, it was 50 to get the special stages.
Really?
Yes, really.
I knew that was gonna happen. It's like, for crying out loud.
Yeah, these things do have, like, weird circular hitboxes.
What the hell's right? I got my 4 combo.
I'm glad you decided to go left, because there's nothing to the right besides, like, an invincibility box that doesn't even help in this section.
I feel like I'm just doing this incorrectly.
No, you got the right idea. It's just a little weird. Just know you can spin. You can jump when you're going up a wall to like bounce off it. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Let's not deal with whatever was over there. I don't care. It's not gonna be worth the time it'll take to do that.
There was nothing. Don't worry. you discovered a shortcut by accident.
That was presumably something I didn't want to touch. That was was not something I wanted to stand under.
If you play as Mighty, he gets like 1 free block from spikes when he's curled in a ball. Mighty's probably the best like beginner-friendly character in this game. It's actually not Sonic.
I don't have a choice of characters at this point, do I?
Yes, you do. You can pick anybody.
Oh, I was not aware. Maybe I'll try out some of the others on later levels. Just to have...
But you're locked into a specific character per file, though.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll try them first.
Yeah. Unless you're playing Encore. Unless you're playing the Encore mode.
Yeah, maybe I'll try a bit of swapping between them. Actually, no. How does that work? Is it like there are places where you can tag between specific characters, or can you just tag between anyone that tag points or something?
It's really weird. You need to get like a specific item box to swap characters.
Oh, okay. So like Sunshine, then. Except when
well,
Sunshine
it's like
that.
you have 2 characters at a time, and you can swap between them with like one of the buttons. But if you want to get your other characters in reserve, you have to pick up an item box. It's kind of weird. Encore mode is basically like it's like the regular main game, but the levels are like just slightly harder. Like Encore mode's more of a thing you do after you beat the game and you're familiar with the levels, but you can do it either or, I guess.
I feel like I am just missing something here. Let's try this again.
You actually do want to go up here, I think, in that monkey bar.
Didn't look like I could get any higher than that.
You can jump onto the side of the spikes. And on top of the block it's on.
Yeah. Definitely doesn't appear to be anything further up
there is
that
a
way.
there is a secret to the left right there.
I wasn't holding left enough then.
Yeah. The rings in the wall clues you into it.
Yeah, that is a fairly unforgiving jump. And a fairly, like, unconventional thing to jump on.
Yeah, at Sonic games, the side of spikes doesn't hurt you. If you're just holding right when you go through this area, you like skip all of this. This is just like an area that you fall down to if you're not going fast enough.
All that just to get a checkpoint. Oh boy, we get to
And you
fight
beat the
Eggette.
level.
Is that it? Or is that a later thing? Those were the plans for it, at least.
Yeah, maybe you'll see.
This doesn't seem particularly useful.
If you have the electric shield, you could just totally cheese this.
I feel like I was supposed to hit it just there.
Well, he was electrified.
Yeah.
But the longer this goes on, the easier it is to hit him anyway, and it's
Yeah, I
only
can
like
tell.
6 hits. It's a lot harder if you're Knuckles, because Knuckles jumps lower than every other character in the game.
Sounds about right. And this is the entire level. We're now playing like a vine crawler thing, like the cave levels in Donkey Kong Country Returns.
No, don't worry. In terms of sheer size, this is actually one of the most massive levels in the game.
Wouldn't surprise me, I suppose.
Like when I first played this, I think this level took me like 7 minutes to beat.
I should have jumped to the higher one.
No, there is one specific like speedrunning shortcut you can take to like beat this level in like a minute and a half.
Does it involve zipping through walls?
No, it just involves taking the lower path and doing like a precise jump to skip most of the level. But hey, you get to hear the insanely popular Act 2 music. I like that this level is like a hodgepodge of like every airship level that like the Sonic series has ever had. Because at this point, it's also taking inspiration from Wing Fortress from Sonic 2.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be able to jump that. So now what? Trust that jump.
Don't worry, there's floor under there.
I wanted to try to get back up there at least.
To be honest, I don't know how you ride that thing. I've never done that. The answer is to just be tails and fly over everything.
Yeah. It's like the requisite, come back here with the tails cap.
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like I missed out on something here. Oh.
No, you didn't miss out. That's just to activate that switch for later in the level, if you come back that way. Also, those spikes are very meticulously placed, aren't they?
Go slightly less high than that, please.
Thankfully, how often you rev up the spin dash affects how far it goes.
Yeah. Like I just stood there for that chicken to just shoot me straight in the face.
I remember that thing. That thing's called a clugger.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, they have some, like, fun enemy names in these games.
The little pew-pew guns.
And I like that it's actually shooting eggs.
Well, guess we'll never know.
It's been so long since I've seen all this little of the level, since I usually skip most of the level.
I probably wanted to take the top path there.
It's really hard to get up there with Sonic, like really hard. I don't know how you do it. It's more of like a B Knuckles or another character sort of thing.
The requisite sink through the crash quicksand bit.
Mm-hmm. This game doesn't have quicksand in any other level, so they had to put it somewhere. Gosh, I have not seen this path of the level, honestly. I've never seen this.
The path of
This
least
level is just
resistance
so
is,
big.
I believe what you call it.
This level is just so big. There's pathways that I've never been through still.
Probably one way, but it looks very tempting to try to get into.
Yeah, no, sorry, that's a one-way. Yeah, like that trick I was telling you about to like skip the level, this is where you would end up like if you did that at like the very beginning of the level. It skips like so much of it.
Maybe let's not zip into the spikes.
Those electrical things are actually from Sonic CD.
I assume I don't want to go right here. I want to go there.
No, you
probably.
can.
I meant left.
Oh, left. Probably not. Tis still a 2D platformer.
Not what we were going for, but I guess that works. Does that disable all the circuits? I think it did. Dang it! I can't tell what is and is not solid.
Yeah, I guess it's a little weird, huh? Welcome to Genesis games.
But I accidentally found out I could dash into these and break the circuits if I like took out one on one of the sides. So that's something at least.
Yeah, they don't look like things you'd want to touch, you know? But you can unless they're electrified.
Oh, nice. Knocked that guy out. This is probably where I was supposed to have gone. Nope, that's what I did last time. And the same thing happened more or less. Oh gosh, I have to go all the way back?
No. What do you mean? Oh, you got a game over, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Wow. I see how it is. I've already forgotten everything I knew about this level.
Yeah, Flying Battery is like the anti-beginner level, you know? Like beginner's trap level. I guess it's staying true to the original. You were pretty far into Act 2, though. You didn't have much further to go.
Yeah,
so.
I imagine that had to have been the last checkpoint.
No, not the last one, but...
Really?
Yeah, like I said, Act 2 is it's one of the longest levels in the game.
Dang it, I didn't want that.
It's probably the longest level in the game, aside from the final ones. There's a really obnoxious path in like the upper parts of this level where you're literally forced to go through an electric shield to continue, and it's really annoying. 'Cause it's like, I really don't want this.
That flame thing is really, really trying. Ah, so close to a 1-up too. Got greedy.
I'm surprised that damaged you, because it looked like you just went into the side.
Oh boy.
You can just spin dash under all that. Ooh, you were just like an inch from that thing crushing you.
I know.
Oh.
Oh boy. Enjoy this section again. Please stop. Okay, we got it first try this time until we ungot it. Momentum, man.
It's a good thing you found out you can just like spin dash up that wall to the left there.
Yeah.
Just skip that other stuff. When you're going through these tubes, just hold right. Like those vertical tubes.
I'd forgotten what the boss in this area was. It's been so long.
It was the trash pit guy.
Whoop, that's not where we want to be. I remember being on this path before.
Nah, you went this way.
I definitely don't remember this.
No, I do, because you went, yeah, you got here where you gotta wait for the things to blow up the floor.
That's fine. There was a shield over this way, wasn't there?
There's a shield and a hidden special stage ring to the left.
Wherever the shield is, presumably isn't in there. An area with rings in there. Duly noted.
Or maybe you do need to like have a shield before you go in there. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you just hold right in that entire section, you would skip going. Oh, you would just go over all that stuff. In the original Sonic 3, Eggman used a thing that looked just like this, but instead it fired lasers at you. Which in Sonic 3 ended up destroying his own ship that way. You know, it's a good thing that Claw is always in the position you are at the end of the level.
Yeah, you have to just get it on a cycle.
During a cutscene that you can't control.
Okay, fine, I'll take this. If you insist.
You can go down there if you so choose. There is a pathway down there. I really like how this is like where all those like animal capsule things are made, because you see them in the background being made there.
Well, that would have been useful. Oh well. Now we know how to get that, at least.
You know, for what it's worth, by the way, I never thought to do that when you did back there.
It only occurred to me that time. I really want to know how you get back around to this, but dang, another one up. Finding all the secrets this time, just not getting them. Oh, at least
I didn't know that one up was there either. Wow. I have just not gone through here in forever.
well, we got a one up nonetheless.
Electric shield is useful for that.
For what? Oh, for the whole... I guess for
Getting
that,
rings, yeah.
that next section as well. Or wherever that section is, where you have to, go
Oh
through
yeah, the electric shield probably would protect you from that
I could
stuff.
just zip through everything.
Yeah. Like, you can destroy those, like, electric orb things, but the idea is to just, like, zip between them instead.
That was still where I died, too. So I don't actually know how to
Yeah.
beat the second half of that yet. dashed under that.
Yeah, being patient never... Well, no, if you did that, you would have hit that spike ball, actually. So good on you.
Here's as far as I got.
No, you got a little further past this.
No, this is where I was.
Yeah, right here where you are now, yeah.
No, that's not what I do. Oh.
You see those
Still in
rings?
the bottom. Yeah. Mandatory?
No, that's actually a secret. If you're going too fast, you would skip that.
And now we face it again.
Oh, you've seen this?
Oh yeah. Trying to miss scene up here.
Miss scene sprites, yeah.
Presumably you wouldn't be able to jump into that if you didn't have this shield. I have a double jump. Like
Yeah, the electric shield protects you from his shots. By the way, really important to know is that whenever you hit him, there's like a half a second where you can't hit him again. It's kind of weird.
Does he take a billion hits, or is
No.
this not what I'm supposed to be doing?
No. Those spikes and things on the sides are there for a reason.
Apparently I'm choosing the wrong... Oh, there we go. Of course, now that we've figured out what to do, we'll probably do those.
You didn't actually get him to take damage there because he was too... If he's too low to the floor, he like scrapes along the floor and won't hit the spikes.
Up. Yeah, now I see what you mean with the whole can't take damage again thing.
Yeah, you can't like spam him. I know some people who absolutely hate this boss, but I think it's pretty fun and unique. Because like, this is not a boss you would see in the old games.
Or at least hitting him stuns him long enough that,
Yeah, if you just keep hitting him, he won't like actually be able to attack you if you just keep bouncing into him like this.
well, try not to lose that last ring if we can help it. Ah, just getting the second little. We're gonna 5.
Actually, he only takes, I think, 6 hits in this boss fight. You don't have to use those, like, pole things, but it's the easiest way to do it. If you, like, spin dash into him, that also, like, sends him flying a good deal. But hey, you did it on your first try, technically.
It only took me about 15, like, gratuitous hits that didn't do anything to figure out that nothing was happening.
But see, that's why I like a lot of Sonic boss fights, because it's not always just about like hitting them. It's also like figuring out how to actually damage them.
More new stuff.
Yeah, this is the second new level. Press card.
I don't know if I'm best off ending after this one or trying to go for 7, because I feel like going for exactly half is a good way to get a much longer second stream and no third.
You're on stage 5 out of 12, so.
I feel like my options are either stop after this or go for 7.
This level is a lot tamer compared to Flying Battery, so you shouldn't be dying as much. It also has really nice music.
There's also the fact that the new Zelda game comes out 2 weeks from now, so I really would like to do this in 2 streams.
Oh yeah, you won't spend too much time on this game. Well, then again, it depends on how long, if you die a lot on the later stages.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to end it exactly halfway.
Yeah.
And I could almost read what those were saying when I was going as fast as them. Like these little old-style typewriter mushroom things.
I know.
We have ink wells.
This stage has one of the like craziest like ideas for a level, and I love it. Like Eggman built a newspaper factory in the middle of like a Japanese garden.
Sounds about right.
He's like cutting down all the trees here to make fake newspapers. It's like, if you actually pause those like newspapers back there, have his like face on them.
Yeah, yeah. Thus far, this seems to have been just an easy rush through everything bit.
Yeah, kinda.
Compared to the last level, at least. I thought I had to continue spinning on that. Oh, am I dead now? Yes. Well, I wasn't necessarily, but I didn't think to break the brown things in time.
Yeah, it took you a bit to figure out what was going on there. I guess the press in this stage has multiple meanings.
Jump off that?
Nah, in that like compactor thing you were in, if you jumped up on top of the boxes fast enough, there was a switch you would hit and it would open that door.
Yeah, this seems like it doesn't want me going that way, but dang
Yeah,
it, I want to try.
that's another pathway. I mean, even if you made it through there, it would send you backwards through the levels, so...
I feel like I'm finding approximately 0 of the secrets of this level, unlike the last one, at least the last time through. I was finding all kinds of stuff. All these different directions, they have to draw the player's sprites in.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? Isn't it great? Like, 2D Sonic games are so well animated, I love it. Like, have you ever seen the Sonic Advance sprites? Well, of course you have. They're on, like, every Newgrounds thing ever.
Yeah, I was like, yes! Not because of any context of the game, but people love to use Game Boy Advance sprites as the canonical sprites.
Yeah, it was like...
anyone.
Like, everything on Newgrounds was Sonic Advance sprites and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga sprites for everything.
That are, like...
Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
That are the sprites that Dorkly uses. I don't even recall where those come from.
I've seen that Mario sprite from something, I swear, but I have no idea.
There was like some fan sheet on Mario Fans Games Galaxy or something. Heck if I can remember what exactly.
This is kind of a weird boss right here.
It's kind of boxing me in here. This is unfortunate.
He'll never directly fly into you, though. Like, he always stops in front of you.
No rings. This is great. It's like, this isn't gonna go anywhere.
It shows you what to do in, like, the intro part of the boss fight, though. They added this in the update where like you can't control Sonic right here. They like make you look at the boss to see what's happening.
Well, that was bad. Dang it! I got some free hits in. Didn't mean to do the double combo.
I mean, this is the other way to fight this boss.
If I had still had my 100 rings as opposed to 3, that might have worked out. Not 100, however many I had.
The usual thing is that mini bosses take 6 hits, and main bosses usually take 8 hits. Usually. So this game doesn't seem to follow that tradition as much as the other games did.
I think that was technically 2 hits.
You can get up to 4 hits whenever he's like doing that, if you're fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah, 6 hits. That converted him into a Mario boss, because I got them all in pairs. Ah, no sign. I was ready for that thing to bounce.
No, the sign is there, it's just to the left.
Ah.
It's where the boss dies. Now you get to go to the best looking level in the game. Like, by far. This is like a gorgeous level.
Ice levels, who likes those?
I like how it's both a garden and an ice level at the same time.
And a factory, because, like, you know, why stop at 2 things?
I know, like, let's just put everything in this level, it's great. Though, if I have to be honest, in terms of just, like, the actual level itself, I don't like this level much.
It's fairly vanilla, all things considered.
Well, it's not really vanilla, it's that, like, there's, like, an ice gimmick that you'll see, and it's just really not that fun.
I have no idea what you mean. I don't see anything remotely resembling that.
Like, there's things that'll freeze you and send you flying.
Oh, cool, I didn't want those rings anyway, I guess. These are just as good. I love these, like, these flimsy springs that just break after one use.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what we wanted. This is like Cabbage Cavern from Amazing Near. It's like, every time I try to do something, the game's just like, nope, you're going up now.
Like, this level just kind of feels, like, sloppily designed, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there are so many, like, parts in this level where I just, like, take damage no matter what I do, and it's really annoying. Yeah, this thing right here. So, you notice how you got frozen by that thing?
Yeah.
If you have a fire shield, it won't freeze you.
I don't know if that's a
And then
benefit
getting
or
through the
not.
level with a fire... Getting through this level with a fire shield is such an, like, annoying process.
But if you get there with 78 rings, you get an anchor or something.
I've got anchor arms.
Oh, that's not.
And I hate this part of the stage right here. You gotta climb up to the left there and get frozen. Like, this level looks so nice. And it has really good music, but I just don't care for this level that much. Yeah, ignore the springs for now.
I think that's the momentum I wanted. Come on. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. You see what I mean, though? This ice gimmick just feels kind of, like, weirdly implemented. I don't know.
I'd like a 1-up if at all possible. Great, 98 rings. How am I gonna screw this up?
Probably somehow, because there's plenty of areas where you'll just take damage from some of the enemies.
No.
Hey, there you go. At least you got 100 of them.
That was the time to take a hit. Oh, That time.
Yeah, that section right there, I don't know how to, like, not take damage there.
Oh, that was a one-use string. I proceeded to use it 0 times. Okay, I just jumped down from it.
This level doesn't have any bottomless pits, thankfully. There you go.
And I have no rings.
So you want to know some really backwards logic? When those, like, starfish things are in the ground, you can actually jump into them and destroy them. But not when he's throwing them.
I missed when I... Okay, get under him. That makes sense. Oh, I don't think I landed the hit there, dang it. What did I take a hit from? Oh,
No,
I
you
didn't
hit
even-
him, I saw.
I didn't even see that. I didn't hear a sound, so I don't know that I actually did.
One of the starfish's projectiles shot off. It was, like, right at the floor.
Yeah,
You
I
could
know. I
barely
didn't even see it until after I died. Ah, I probably should have been able to get a second hit off there. Yeah, that one landed.
The thing is, when you're in ice, though, you're invincible.
Yeah, I noticed.
So, like, this is a weird boss, but I do like it.
What? What? Okay. We have one more life. Excellent. Man, let's please get this in this try. Good start. Ah, I should have stayed in there.
Like, being aggressive really doesn't, like, hurt. To just, like, try and kill him as fast as possible.
Ah. No, dang it. I don't like how you can spawn those things so quickly.
Yeah, it's kind of,
Oh boy. How did we save here? Ah. Trying out loud.
Ah, well, you almost had him. Powerpuff Girl Zone, apparently. Hey, at least this level is shorter than Flying Battery.
Yeah, a bit. I feel like I didn't really grasp what I was meant to be doing the first time as well, though.
In the level?
It's like the level didn't have as clear a flow to it as the other one.
Oh. I'd say mostly just Act 2 is like that.
There was more Act 1 that was like that.
Oh. Once you play this game enough, Act 1 tends to flow pretty well.
Around. I really wish these actually spelled words, but I guess maybe that wouldn't work as well in Japanese and other languages.
Nah, let's just play Scrabble instead.
inkwells get me every time just because they serve as ground when I'm not expecting it.
Those enemies that come out though are actually dummied out enemies from Sonic 1.
Huh. Interesting.
Like, you can see them if you have debug mode on, but they're not actually in the final game. Like, you know that section you just went through with all the conveyors? The speedrunning trick is actually just to hold A through all that, and it'll automatically just take you up where you want to go.
Proceeded to make it on this top path. Was it worth it? We got 10 rings.
You've already been on this path, though.
Have I?
Yeah, this is where you were last time.
Oh. I don't remember taking that path before. That jump was more precise. Yeah, I've definitely done it before. That's weird. I figured you could get hit by that. I don't know how I managed to dodge it last time.
It actually has a very, like, absolutely tiny hitbox.
Yeah.
They kind of tend to place those enemies in tight quarters, so that's why the hitbox is so small. I like that those weird cylinder gravity things are from Sonic 3. Also, I didn't know you could do that. You're kind of like skidding over the top of them.
Yeah, backwards at that.
Backward spin dash jump.
Not gonna be close enough for me to get 3 hits on it again like that.
I do like how his saws are actually made of ice from the next level. It's like foreshadowing and stuff. But yeah, if you stay where the boss dies, you'll see the signpost fall.
I just assumed it was to the right, because platformer.
Oh, by the way, if you're curious, the cool bonus at the bottom there, it depends on how many times you take damage.
Oh, interesting.
So at least there's some incentive to, like, not take damage.
To not. Yeah, because, like, extra lives, those are hardly incentive at all.
Until you get to the boss fight, in which everyone just usually abuses their invincibility frames. Not that I would necessarily blame them. But hey, it's fun playing, like no damage runs, you know?
Yep.
Also, I don't know why the shield is in this game that you have right now.
Well, you can feel free to forget it ever existed.
Like, this is the shield they had in Sonic 1 and 2. Just like the regular shield. It doesn't even block projectiles.
So it's just a free hit, and that's it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like but it's just worse than the elemental shields in every single way possible.
Well, maybe I don't want to stick to ceilings.
But you want those rings. Don't worry, Flying Battery is the only level where that's even a thing, so...
I definitely want the fireball dash if I can have that back. Hello, that was content that I just missed out on. I was a little bit more efficient about getting to 100 this time, apparently.
Yeah, Yeah, this is that part of the level where you gotta climb up to the top there.
Doesn't mean we can do that. Whatever. I like how we have, like, woodpecker enemies that really don't seem to be doing much.
There's usually, like, things at the top of the trees they knock down.
I bet you if I would have broken out and jumped at an angle, I would have gotten that one up. Those bombs are what they drop. That's exactly what happened last time, more or less. That one is just not... that one is placed to get hit by it very, very easily. I just don't want you coming into this boss and cheesing it. They worked hard on it, dang it. How many hits that was, if any. Waiting for that to fire, man. It's just not at all obvious to me where they're gonna shoot when that happens. I'm gonna stay put for a sec. Oh, never mind. No, I'm not. Cool. Sometimes the hit noise just gets swallowed by the me getting hit noise. That would have been embarrassing to get hit by. I just asked for that. No idea how many hits I've gotten in. any way to... Doesn't look like it.
Hey, I'm back, sorry.
Still struggling with this guy.
Yeah, still with this dude. So all these robots have names. This guy is called the Heavy Shinobi. And yeah, it's a reference to one of Sega's other game series called Shinobi. You'll hear when you beat him, he actually makes a sound effect from those games.
Oof. Well, we're doing better this time. I've gotten 4 hits in without taking a hit.
I don't know how many hits this guy actually takes because I swear it's so weird how, like...
Yeah, sometimes it
what
seems to
considers
count
damage. Yeah.
I think that was 6, yeah. He's faster like he was last time.
Also, don't forget you can jump into the starfish when they're in the ground or wall or something.
Okay. Apparently I got a bonus hit in this somewhere.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It's like, what counts as a hit? I swear, it's so weird.
Oh boy.
Hey, at least you did it.
Do I dare continue?
The next level's not that bad. It's pretty short. Actually, one of the shortest levels in the game. I like how the ruby is basically an excuse for you to, like, be sent through all these old levels. Because now you're at Stardust Speedway, which is from Sonic CD. Also, I don't want to talk because this is like one of my favorite songs in the game.
This doesn't look familiar in the slightest. Just someone that's... The music is familiar, but
Well, this is the Act 1 here is based off the past version of Stardust Speedway.
Am I supposed to be climbing these?
Yeah, you just
Holding.
stay on there.
Okay. I'm not sure what the aesthetics here are meant to be based on.
I don't know, it's just the past version of the original stage, which looked exactly like this.
Yeah.
This level's like background is actually my my computer wallpaper just because it looks so good.
Totally confused.
Oh, you didn't see the wheel there at the end of that hall?
Apparently not.
There's a wheel you can spin dash into
Oh.
to activate it. I guess this level assumes you know the mechanics from like an older Sonic game, because these wheels were from Sonic 3. This level in general takes a lot from Marble Garden from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
There's like some clear pipe stuff going on here.
Yeah, this is basically what this is.
Okay, I missed. I keep... Okay, clearly the Stardust should just hold right.
Yeah, basically.
We have flowers. All that to create one leaf. Yeah, presumably that was the only place I didn't want to be standing.
Those enemies are pretty annoying, actually, because they can show up like almost anywhere in the level. Including when you're running at really high speeds.
Yep, they just stick right in the exact same place they met you in. Some nice constellations there.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what we want at all. I guess that's my directing then. Oh, I thought there was a red spring. I didn't see it.
Yeah, the spikes on those platforms seem to have like big kind of hitboxes. I don't know.
I mean, I'm being very sloppy. This isn't like Mario Maker, where Mario Maker 2 specifically, where sometimes it's just like, no, that did not hit me.
Yeah, Act 1 here is like more of a slower, more platform-focused level, but Act 2 is like the big, like, actual Speedway part of the level.
This is like a whole. This is where the Mario in me gets mixed up. Like whenever I'm like falling off a platform onto an enemy, I expect that
You
to
expect
do
it, yeah.
something.
No, you specifically have to be in a ball. I mean, you can roll off platforms, though.
The DK Country player in me thinks that makes sense. Not that there's that much of a DK Country player in me. I'm very familiar with one and have played 2 once.
Meanwhile, DKC3 is still in the corner.
It exists. I have it on the Wii U. I'll probably play it at some point.
No, to be fair, I swear, like, everybody, like, like, nobody has played that game.
Well, it's like one of those games. It just came out at the wrong time for anyone.
It was
to
like
be
at the
interested.
very end of like the Super Nintendo's life cycle, though.
It's like earlier than Dreamland 3, but very much in that like, hey, the 64
Transitional,
is a
but
thing.
yeah.
Look, we even have a reference to Super Mario 64 in this game. Interesting.
Wait, DKC3 has a reference to?
Yeah, like one of the like little huts, like Winky's hut. She's playing a an N64.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Ah. This seems like a pretty simple pattern.
Yeah, this is one of the simpler mini bosses. Most of them are like really simple and easy, so.
Takes a lot of hits though.
No, it only takes 6. It's just that
Well, but
you know,
big hits
it's a
don't
cycle-based
count,
thing.
Or what? Or do you have to
What's
hit
that
him
now?
in... What counts as a hit?
Whenever you hear that like zzz sound effect.
I feel like I got way more than 6 hits in, by that definition.
Well, no, because sometimes when you jumped into him, you actually like got hit. You didn't like actually get the hit in. Because when he's firing the laser, only like the very top of him you can hit.
Oh shoot, I didn't realize I still only had 1 life from the
Yeah,
previous level.
I was about to bring it up. I was like, well, now the pressure's on in Act 2.
Dang it. This had better be, like, somewhat
Well,
of a boss here.
Wait, say that again?
This would better be something a little bit easier to pick up for the boss.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. Like, do you want me to just spell out for you what it is?
This isn't the Metal Sonic case, is it?
Well, this was the levels Metal Sonic was introduced in, so...
Well, righty then. Exactly the type of thing that one is,
This was the level you originally fought him in, so... Yeah. The actual level, though, this is the shortest level in the game in terms of, like, stage length.
I buy it.
It is a speedway.
Yeah.
Though, honestly, this level is too fast and chaotic for me. Like, this level is just nothing but springs and launchers sending you every which way.
I will take that gladly. Please respawn.
Oh, nice, you found that one up. Good.
I'm not getting 100 rings at this rate. Bah. Especially if that happens.
Ugh, I hate the spike launchers in this level. They're just everywhere. In
Well,
the
that's
PC
not
in the
what we
PC
wanted.
version, there's an achievement to beat this stage in under a minute. Not like the entire stage, just get to the boss in under a minute.
What? Holding right didn't work for me?
Maybe not this time. Oh, you gotta hold left. I'm pretty sure you're like already close to the boss, so... Yeah, you are. It's the projector, the Metal Sonic projector from Sonic CD. This was in like every stage that you could destroy. Yeah, you're supposed to blow it up. So, this is the shortest actual level in the game, but this is like potentially the longest boss fight in the game.
What the frick am I looking at? Oh, very strange.
Yeah, you're just meant to run at this part. Just keep running forward. And just dodge Metal Sonic when you can.
Can I get up to full speed already? Gee whiz, I guess not. There we go.
It was way more annoying in the original Sonic CD. In Sonic CD, imagine this track but with spikes just placed to stop you. That's what the original was like.
Alright, so now what's the game? Jump into him?
No.
No. Do anything
So-
but that, apparently.
So this is weird to figure out when those silver Sonics in the middle in a ball, spin dash into them, but make sure to only rev into them once. Like rev up the spin dash once and then. But when he's on the left or right side of the screen, just jump into him because yeah, he releases projectiles when you destroy it. Which, by the way, he did not do in the original release of this game. This boss fight, this entire like boss sequence was way different in the original release of this game.
I'm gonna wait for him to jump again. Oh.
You can spin dash into him when the thing is also in a ball.
Well,
Like these little silver Sonics are from the Game Gear version of Sonic 2.
wait, I can spin dash into him when he's on the side?
When he's curled into a ball. But when he's just standing still on the left or right side of the screen, just jump on top of him so you don't get hit.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, like I said, he didn't used to release those projectiles in the original release in this game. You specifically had to, like, knock him into Metal Sonic.
Yeah. Well, I've done it once.
Which is a lot more annoying to do. The easiest way to do that is when you see them spin dashing as they're coming out, that's when you would, like, roll into them.
I'm gonna collect this ring as many times as I have to.
Hey, it'll never go away if you keep getting it. There's actually a few Sonic games where they have a mechanic where the more times you get hit, the further your rings scatter. But this game doesn't do that.
Oh, dang it, that's a loop. Checkpoint, please.
That checkpoint was not there in the original release of this game.
Now what?
And then this last phase was totally different too. He didn't used to do this.
Oh, I got rings at some point. I lost them at that point.
Yeah, he only has 2 attacks, where he shoots the laser, and then he can also drop, like, bombs that you just jump over.
Oh, so much for those. Okay.
Use your drop dash to, like, roll into the weak spot.
Which I assume is the thing on his chest.
Yes. but his claws can damage you.
Yeah. I figured that much out.
Yeah, Sonic has a pretty easy time with this, thanks to the drop dash. Because every time you hit him, just let yourself roll to the right so you don't get, like, knocked to the left.
Come on, couldn't even get up in time. Well, at least this level is short.
Well, at least you had the right idea. Yeah, in the original version of this game, instead of turning into a giant robot, there would be like a spiked wall chasing you, and you would just like run alongside Metal Sonic and try to jump into him. It was really weird.
Yeah, that sounds more like what I would have expected from a final area there. I don't know how I managed to keep missing that jump, but okay.
It's actually a reference to the final boss of Knuckles Chaotix, where Metal Sonic turned into a giant robot like that. I could tell you where there's a 1-up at the very beginning of this level, but you're already kind of past it.
I hope I just randomly stumble into the same 1-up I found last time.
Yeah.
Not that I think this boss is that hard, all things considered.
It's really not. It's just long. You'll notice that the actual like level itself is like barely over a minute long, while the boss fight lasts for like 3 minutes or so.
Sure, speedrunners appreciate that.
Yeah.
3 minutes of unskippable boss. I mean, I don't know, you could damage boost through a good chunk of it, probably.
Well, there is a time attack mode in this game, which is, you know, does not have the boss fights. So if you just care about getting fast times, just play time attack mode.
I really don't care about this.
See, I don't like that the blue sphere is what you play in the checkpoints, because if you have all the blue sphere like stages beaten, you would play a different minigame in the checkpoints where you could actually get like rings and shields and useful items.
Yeah, those would be nice.
So I wish it didn't work like that.
This is inevitable, I suppose, really.
Oh, I did not know that enemy just kind of snaps back to that spot. But hey, I can't complain too much, because this is one of my favorite songs in the game in this act.
We didn't get hit by the spikes.
Somehow you didn't. That was kind of amazing, actually.
I don't know why I keep trying this jump from that side. It's much easier from the left. These jumps, man.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You have to be like a good deal to the right of the handle to grab onto it. Just barely avoided that laser enemy.
All according to plan, dang it. And you being invincible to my jumps.
Another thing they added in the Plus update to this game is, you notice how between every level there's a transition to show how you got to that level?
Yeah.
Some stages had transitions in the original release, but others didn't. It was really weird. Like, between Flying Battery, like, there was no transition. You would just, like, appear at the start of Press Garden for some reason.
Oh, these don't
Yeah.
count as hits. That's why I was confused.
Oh, what, you mean the little ones?
Oh, that's a lot faster if you damage boost once, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, all that matters is getting 6 hits on the big guy.
But they give me points.
Yeah, they do. You get a 1-up if you get 50,000 points. Like, every 50,000 points is a 1-up. So there is a reason to collect points, at least. And yeah, this is the time travel thing from Sonic CD that you might have seen before.
Weird that Mario doesn't do that, despite score being a mainstay of Mario games. Pretty much none of them care about your score. Mario 3 is like the one exception, and it's kind of indirect.
I honestly forgot most Mario games had a score.
Yeah, man, I played Super Mario Bros. Deluxe back in the day. That challenge mode was infinite replayability.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not.
No, I put hundreds of hours into that.
See, I remember you telling me about this at one point, actually, the challenge mode from Mario Deluxe.
I wish more of the games... Well, I mean, to be fair, like, not all of the games would adapt as well to that as the original. Like, there's a lot of ways to just get crazy jump combos, and it's very level-to-level.
It's basically like a score attack sort of mode.
Well, it's like store attack and also like find the red coins and such. Stuff that would become like kind of standard after that, and was in,
wow,
like,
what is this, Mario Sunshine?
Find the hidden 1 collectible, the hidden 5 collectibles, and the
Which gets you the other collectible.
yeah, you're trying to fill in your album, which you could never fill in if you couldn't play versus mode, because I guess they expected everyone to have friends to play Game Boy Color Link matches with in perpetuity. Tis not the case, sadly, but at least a little bit less dated than just like Game Boy Advance doing that with literally every game.
Or having some sort of connectivity to a GameCube game.
True.
That you needed like 3 add-ons or something to be able to access.
There were so many fun multiplayer experiences in the Game Boy Advance that will just never be known to the world.
Hey, I had the wireless adapters that I could play like Berry Crush with my older brother in Pokemon Fire Red at least.
Yeah, that I never did.
In the original Sonic CD, you didn't like fight Metal Sonic like you do here, it was just strictly a race with him. You would try to get to the end of a track like you're on right now.
I was gonna say...
Gonna say, it feels like there should be a race here, but there isn't.
Like there's that one little like dash battle in the ground there, only there.
Yeah, and then you run into that wall right there.
Shall we try to do this legitimately since we have 3 lives, or shall we save them?
Or shall we what?
Shall we save them?
Oh, I thought you said save state, and I was like, wait, what?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I was about to ask how you got save states on your Nintendo Switch game. When you see him spin dashing from the middle, spin dash into him instead of trying to jump into him.
Now I see why you said to only do it once. Wow.
Yeah, because it depends on your momentum. Well, that's about him anyway.
3 times also works, apparently. Just
okay.
less directly so.
Yeah, the amount of times you rev up affects where the guy goes, but hey, I guess that works out too.
Really game. Doesn't really matter. Wow,
I like that.
really?
I love that Eggman statue in the back there, because that was from the intro of Sonic CD. That you never actually saw in game, though.
If I can get 8 hits on Eggman in this cutscene.
Yeah.
Didn't hold down the jump.
There was actually, like, a part in the original Sonic 3 where like you would see Eggman in the level and you could damage him, and if you hit him 255 times, he would actually explode and die.
This attack is way easier to dodge than the other one.
Yeah, the laser, you have to like stay to the far right and then like anticipate your jump.
Dang it, I thought that was 8. It was 8. Okay, I was gonna say. That's the only reason I did it then.
Thankfully, he doesn't have a hitbox when you beat him. Like the way that enemy taunts you. I feel like so much of this game could have been averted if you just grabbed the Phantom Ruby right there, but hey.
I tried, man. Can't say I didn't try.
Power of cutscene. Hey look, foreshadowing.
Let's do this one more and hopefully not get a game over since we have more than one life.
Oh, you want to keep going?
Yeah, I gotta get past the halfway point or I'm just gonna die on every stage next time and take 3.5 hours. Also,
But now you're at the water level.
Yeah, Hydrocity Zone.
Hydro City. Look, in one of the manuals, it was Hydro Space City. It is a city that is underwater, therefore Hydro City. Tomato, tomato, I guess. I love this bubble mechanic. This was from like the handheld Sonic games. Oh, and when you're riding in those bubbles like you just were, that counts as air.
Yeah, I figured. Can I have more? Oh, that's what that is. Oh, probably should have had one of those bubbles.
Thankfully, they brought back this one, because this is like the best water level in any Sonic game. It's great. I love this level.
Oh, that's a death. Time to burn through those 3 lives good and fast.
This level isn't that hard, I swear.
Look at the music started back up before it actually respawned me.
I didn't know that.
It's just like,
it's been so long since I've drowned. Wow, what is this, the 3DS version of Superstar Saga? Where the music goes like, meow. I love this Act 1 remix too. This is also one of my more favorite remixes. I'm surprised this level is so far into the game though, because in Sonic 3 this was the 2nd stage. Here, but in Mania it's the 7th stage.
Am I being attacked? It's like, yes I am.
Yeah, the piranha.
You know, let's just burn this life now and save us the trouble.
Fair enough.
There's no shame in a game over.
But you see that part of the beginning of the level where you would like hang on the claw to open the gate or something? There's like a switch you would hang from to activate it.
I'm not sure I know what you mean, no.
Like the area right to the right here, there was like some hooks you would grab to open the door. If you grab the one that's on the far right, you go up and you don't have to go underwater. Yeah, there's 3 hooks here you can pick.
That's less of a concern at the moment, I suppose.
This is why everybody likes this level, because if you so choose, there's a pathway where you don't have to go underwater.
They lost the privilege, I guess.
But you have a water shield at least.
Well, had.
Oh. Dang Twitch 2-second delay. Like seriously, just be glad you're playing this level and not like any of the other Sonic Water levels, because those are usually a lot more unforgiving. You've probably heard about Labyrinth Zone a million times.
Make the jump, dang it! I'm gonna go down and get ice again. Air, ice, same difference.
Well, water is ice, just in a different state of matter. It's like those RPGs that either make water and ice the same element or make them separate elements. They can never decide. I like that toilet flush sound effect that happens there. So those canoes are new. Those weren't in the original level.
I feel like that glove should have had a torpedo head in its hand or something.
Yeah. No, those gloves are just like a speed booster thing.
I think I need to turn on the water again.
Yeah.
Alas. Air machine, you're gonna give me air now that you... Oh, I have to depress it. Duh.
Yeah, it's a switch.
I didn't realize it was a different thing. Oh, position on this determines speed. That makes some
Yeah,
sense.
I like that. If you're at the very far right, it goes really fast.
The Pac-Land means of scrolling. Doesn't make for a very good Smash scrolling stage.
Then again, what does?
Hey man, every other scrolling stage that isn't vertical is fun.
Eh.
Especially Mushroom Kingdom 1-2, which for some reason they cut because 3DS.
Well, that level is just good fun. Just good, stupid fun. I like it.
Like, they finally just embraced all of the nonsense of all the Super Mario Brothers levels.
Yeah.
Just went, like, all the way with it.
Yeah, really.
I wasn't sure how this would play. I didn't know if this was like a Lakitu's Cloud type deal.
It's always going up, but you can like influence how fast it moves up and down.
It's not always going up.
Well, there's fans at the top blowing you down. I do remember this room because getting on those blocks there can be kind of annoying.
Well, the problem is these platforms are out of sync now. Like, I have to wait a very long time between getting air and getting back on the air. Not that it really matters. I really should have taken these guys out at some point.
Yeah, you see those fans up there blowing you?
I did not catch on to that. Oh man, this is making me think of Bubble Breeze Galaxy.
Yeah.
I love those stages, man. It's like the one, by far the most fun of the three gimmicks in Galaxy. But I mean,
I don't like the second one. It just takes way too long. I don't like the second bubble blowing galaxy.
once they've figured out how to actually control the rolling ball ones, those are pretty fun too, though. So,
Yeah, those ones are like fun in the chaotic sort of way.
Loop the swoop I don't miss in the slightest, and I'm glad that that was always cheesable.
And not in Galaxy 2.
Yeah, we'll play a Galaxy game sooner than later, because I know there was certainly interest for me doing that.
Yeah, I haven't played Galaxy in forever, so it's like I want to see it again in some way.
I gotta remember to try out that long jump spin move that apparently exists.
Apparently? I'm not sure. Because, like, one of my friends was playing Galaxy 2, and I, like, asked him, I'm like, hey, try this thing, does that work? And it didn't work for him, but maybe he wasn't doing it right, I don't know.
It's only on, like, certain enemies, apparently.
Oh, really?
You can use it to attack hammer blows.
That sounds more like an exploit than something intentional, but hey. Who knows? 'Cause it's only a Galaxy 2 thing, apparently, right?
No, it's a Galaxy 1 thing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
It may not just be hammer throws, but it's like it's an enemy only. Like, it's a context-sensitive thing, maybe?
Well, that's probably because it's one of those enemies that you can, like, kick into after you spin into them.
Yeah.
It's more like you're just abusing, like, you know, you're knocking into them as fast as after you knock them down or something.
Wow, I feel like it's been 10 ages since I hit a checkpoint.
Also, this level has the best mini boss in the game. Because first off, seeing Eggman actually swim around is just kind of funny somehow.
The mini boss just survive?
No, you're supposed to climb here.
That's how physics work.
Yeah, there is a ceiling coming down there.
Notice.
This part right here is just so amazing for so many reasons. In the original Sonic 3, this was the machine Eggman used against you in the boss fight. But now you're the one controlling it, and he's the one in the water. You can press down to activate the depth chargers.
I assume they set off these bombs or something?
Yeah. Use the depth chargers to destroy his bombs, but then use the propeller to actually suck up Eggman. Would be a nice touch if they let you get like 8 free hits before you died. Yeah, when Eggman's in the animation of placing a bomb, he can't be like moved.
Turn the wrong way.
Yeah, it's best to get like ahead of Eggman.
I don't know if I'm getting hits in on him or not. I'm trying to preemptively deal with the
You
bomb.
are, you got a hit right there. He only takes 4 hits though, so it won't be too long. Oh, you didn't get a hit there, you let go too early.
No, I'm like, these bombs apparently are very forgiving about what's considered suction range.
Yeah.
So I have to actually like target them.
But yeah, that is a really like fun mid-boss for so many reasons.
Wow, 9 minutes. That was an impressively long time to waste.
What's funny is that if you take the lower path through the underwater parts in Act 1, that's actually faster than going through the top route for some reason. Like, it just ends up being a faster route.
That's what those hands do.
Yeah, they're just speed thingies.
Interesting.
You almost had it up there, oh well.
Air, please.
There's some bubbles back there.
I
yeah,
would like
one
that
passed.
air, please. Do not go flinging me forward.
Oh man.
Gee whiz. Let go too early.
I like how this act has like the 3D effect on the water surface that you can see how far you away are from the top of the water.
Oh yeah.
Because in this level you don't like raise and lower the water. It's always at the same spot. I hate whenever Sonic games do that. They have 2 springs facing each other. I always hate that.
Boy, this thing just refuses to spawn and must just barely be within range.
Yeah, it's random.
I don't know if it's
No,
random.
it's not random. You just gotta be standing like on top of it.
No, you need to be standing far away from it. As far as I can tell.
Apparently. Man, that's such a tease how close you are to the surface of the water right there.
No longer a problem, please.
Yeah, this is a lot more of a faster paced level. Took me a while to notice there are those like Sonic statues at the very top of the level in the background.
I did not notice them.
Yeah, you'll probably see them later. This is more of a linear level. There's not that many pathways through this stage.
Yeah. Seems that way at least. Although those things just, in effect, just prevent me from ducking. I feel like I should have jumped off those background pillars.
When I was a kid, I used to like those spinning platforms. I called them like pasta platforms because to me they always just looked like a shape of pasta.
Go.
This level's not too different from its original like version. This is pretty much what it was like in the original Sonic 3.
Couldn't hurt. Maybe I can keep more than 20 of them next time. I think I hit. Those are just background elements, never mind.
Yeah, those are just in the background and foreground, respectively.
Not sure what their aim is.
I have no idea what those are supposed to be.
Damn. I got more than 20. I feel like there's a limit to how many you can pick up normally, right? It's like 25 or so?
No, not really.
Because sometimes they just like fly out of the screen.
If you get 100 rings by picking up those big ones again, it'll still give you a 1-up.
I mean normally, not with the combo thing.
Oh. Yeah, normally it's like 20 something gets sent flying, I think. Like 20, 25. Yeah, this is obviously all new.
Well, that's not what I want to do. Well, I somehow managed to pick up none of those rings.
You really can't when you get hit here.
Should have gone up. Would have been nice if I'd managed to pick up an extra life, but oh well.
Actually, if you hit both of those, it won't count as 2 hits.
Yeah.
I learned that when watching a speedrun. I guess he still has invincibility frames. I do think this is a neat concept for a boss, though. I like this.
I agree. It's fun. Reminds me of a Jimmy from Cuphead.
Ah, I still need to play Cuphead.
I still need to play the third world.
Still need to finish it.
Yeah, we have more
It's not
boss
done
to
yet.
go. Yeah.
I don't know why they included this part, but this is just how the mini boss for Hydrocity. This is what it was in the original Sonic 3.
That didn't appear to accomplish anything for either.
That was
of us.
supposed to damage you somehow, but you avoided it.
I know, that didn't seem to accomplish anything for either of us. What is this doing exactly? Oh, keeping me underwater.
Just keeping you in the water and keeping you from hitting him. Yeah, Knuckles has a really easy time with this because he can just hang on the wall while he's doing that.
picking up too much speed. That's my problem.
I think I usually rev up like 2 or 3 times is usually what I do.
Wow, I managed to hit like none of those. Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like just enough time to where you like can't really jump into him if you get stuck in the water.
You need to hit him more than 3 times. Dang it, I was hoping he'd share an HP bar from his other phase.
Yeah, no, sorry. 8 more hits. Well, in the first part, it was only like 6 hits, I think.
Dang it.
Almost had him.
Could be using the drop dash more. Dang it, I knew I was gonna get hit there.
I wish there was a way to tell which side he's coming down. Though I want to say he just always alternates. Like whatever the last side he came down was, he's gonna come from the opposite side. I know that at the beginning of the fight he always drops from the left side though, if I remember.
This is in a different order than it was last time. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's semi-random.
The section's the same.
Yeah. I think it's random. You see how there's like little spikes there? Like sometimes those blocks don't like come through that hole, it's weird. Like right there, you went through that little hole, but the spike blocks didn't show up. Just always seemed random to me.
Ah, dang it. This is this section again? You can afford 1 hit exactly.
Yeah, I know. It's like you can't mess up more than once. I think he always drops from the left first. Yeah, always from the left first then.
Wait, that got a hit in? Whatever.
Yeah. The hitbox for those things around him are actually like, you know, like accurate to the sprite.
Man, I got 6 hits in. Well, that went a lot smoother just by pure chance.
I was expecting that to go horribly wrong at some point, but hey, it worked out for you.
Sonic seemed very underwhelmed by that wall blowing out. We start with the desert world next time, that's cool.
I appreciate they added that transition, but it's still weird to me. You walk out through a wall and then now you're just on the airplane. Also, goodbye, Knuckles.
I'm trying to take hits, dang it. I want to just get all my lives back for next time. Assuming it saves life counts, which I don't actually know if that's the case.
Yes, it does. Every file saves your life count.
Where's Roll?
I know because I have. I know because I have several files at 99 lives.
Well, that was an
MS
experience.
Paint Zone.
So we're about halfway through. Hopefully I can finish this off next stream. But anyway,
Yeah, next time you'll start at level 8 out of 12, so...
yeah, I'm enjoying it thus far. I think
That's good. I
The
couldn't
deaths-
tell if you were or not.
the deaths are maybe a little punishing at times. That one boss gave me such a hard time.
Yeah, I was surprised that guy gave me the most trouble so far, but... It's just kind of a weird one in general, though, but hey.
It's just like, it snowballs out of control really fast.
Yeah. Literally snowballs.
Yeah. Well, this has been JDH64 and Cloudy Canine. I'll see you guys around next week, probably.